experiences that you see that the size of Al now. He used to be bigger than this. We were on our way to Houston from here in the valley to do a show. And we had car trouble in Robstown, where I bought the Cadillac. And this little boy's father was working on our car, getting ready for us to continue our trip. And we had struck up conversation with it. So in the course of conversation, the little boy said, "Mr. Morris?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Is your baby all right?" Is your baby all right? I started stuttering.
Get out of here. Go somewhere. Go to your room.
Just a little preschool boy.
Your baby all right.
Well, there's things like this. And those two little Navajo Indian girls, the Navajos that sort of adopted us out in Arizona. And when they are talking in this political stuff, I don't know why nobody has mentioned it. But they have not mentioned the population of the American Indians. Arizona is saturated with American Indians, especially Navajos. We know. We've entertained them. They have a supers live down in the Grand Canyon. And they wanted us to come down in the canyon to entertain them.
On donkeys.
Now we used to perform under the London Bridge. And when we did, the local newspaper would say, Al and Essie back in town. And people wouldn't go to work. Everybody would be down there under the bridge. We'd be having a good time with them.
On London Bridge.
But Lord in heaven.
The acoustics on that bridge just wasn't right. It sounded right. What?
Oh, they didn't care about stuff like that. I think they listen more to the lyrics. They don't care about that beat and the rhythm and all that. The acoustics don't mean anything.
Not to you.
I think they listen to the lyrics. Because I watch facially, and most of the time we both perform with our eyes closed. And Al Bilber just playing his head off. And they don't think they think he's playing tapes. And he be with his eyes closed and patting his heels, just going to town and just deeply involved in it. And I'd be watching the audience peeking and watching facial expressions. And I saw that they looked at Al. Wasn't me. They knew this man was the musician. Wasn't Essie. I just sing like old church people from my heart, soul. But Al plays knowledgeably. I mean, he knows the stuff. Now, if he misses the beat, I roll my eyes at him. I can tell if he misses the beat or something. But then it amounts to more than that. But those people used to stare at Al. And in Nashville, when we go in those musicians come up on stage and hit our mics like this. They think they're playing tapes. Two people, and they can't believe it. You say, "Well, you believe what you want to do? It's just that's us. Yes, it's real. I don't care what you." But and then Nashville, Essie, that's not the way you play bass. I said, "Let me tell you something, young man. My name is not Essie Beethoven, Essie Tchaikovsky, or SEU. My name is Essie Moore. I don't care how you play. But I'll bet you 5 cents I can keep up with that man's guitar. And as long as I can play in timing and tune with him, you don't matter. But I bet you can't do it. I can play any tune he can play. No, I take that back. Because some of I have to know it first. But I just play by ear.
I have to learn it too.
Well,
everybody got to go through that. You got to pay your dues.
But he knows. Al knows music. When he published this book, It Takes No Genius to Play the Guitar, I was happy because I could see young people being able to master guitaring from those simple little steps that Al had outlined in that book. And from that, I had already concluded America needs to teach by music. Have you heard this thing on TV about 88? What's that? They come out in these outfits, the members of a play, orchestra, I guess. Oh, 88 and if you want some cash, 88 and no. And I just love it. 88, where you can borrow money. And that's what it's about. Well, I look at them,
I need cash now.
If you need cash now. And this old black man coming, and you can see all of his mouth. Oh, and they mean it.
They have
If you
I
need
love
cash
it. We live in a
now,
commercial.
And I said, Lord have mercy.